Welcome everyone, and thank you all for being here with us today to celebrate this most joyous occasion. It's no accident that each one of you are here today, and you were individually invited to be here because you are important in the individual and collective lives of Shayla and Seaside. This banquet hall is truly a perfect venue, as not too long ago, Shayla was here to celebrate her brother's wedding, but now she gets to stand here with the love of her life. This is not only a monumental occasion for the wedded couple to be, but also for us, those privileged to know and love them as individuals, and even more so as a perfect pairing. I remember when Shayla first said, "I think I love him." But for Seaside, that happened long before, when Shayla first rented her room from him. I know how deeply these two love and care for one another, and I am honored to be here today among all of you as a witness to their commitment to a lifetime of love for each other. I have had the good fortune of crossing paths with some of you before, but for those of you whom I haven't met yet, my name is Yuri Lashtuk, and I've met Seaside a few years before meeting Shayla, and have had a hard time avoiding him ever since. If you know Seaside, then you know that it's impossible not to like and be friends with him. This is a phenomenon that Shayla calls African magic. I got to know Shayla when my wife brought her over to our house and said, "Yuri, this is Shayla. I have to run to a meeting. Bye." And then she left us in awkward silence. But despite that, Shayla and I managed to develop a friendship. Now, Shayla and Seaside have told me to use my discretion for the length of this speech. So, if at any time you need a break, the restrooms are located right behind you. And please get comfortable and be seated. As a spectator to their developing love, it became extremely apparent that they are perfect together because each of them complements the other. They balance one another so well. Seaside is possibly the most patient man on earth, and Shayla is always kind. Despite being tremendous individuals on their own, together they complete each other. And being together as a team, a unit, and partners in crime is a testimony of their love for one another. For love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. Ultimately, it is love that leads us to being here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those who they love most. I wish I could tell you a single story about Shayla and Seaside that encapsulates their relationship and how they enrich each other, but the truth is that there isn't a single story. The compilation of their entire lives is their story, and that would take too long. Maybe Seaside will write a book one day. I look forward to reading it. However, what I do know is that both of them care deeply and passionately for each other. They protect each other, they make one another laugh, and think outside themselves. And time definitely seems to slow down and also rush by when they're together. They help each other in ways that are obvious and sometimes unnoticed, but always appreciated. I know that it's not just anyone with whom you can have communication with simply a glance. Remember each other's seemingly insignificant stories, or pleasantly surprise each other time and time again. To say I'm sorry when it's warranted, eventually. To remember to fight well if you're having an argument. But Shayla and Seaside do that for one another. When I'm engaging with them, I'm always enjoying myself. I'm certain that is part of what makes them so special to each and every one of us. How they make everybody happy and content, and how we feel happy just being around them. What I wish for them on their wedding day is that their lifetime as a team is one of complete contentment, full of those moments they wish would not end, and that they continue to make one another smile, laugh, as they do for all of us. Remember to find time for one another, regardless of what life throws at you, and don't let anybody come in between you. So without further ado, dearly beloved and honored guests, we are gathered here today to join Shayla Rowland and Sisai Amare in the holy union of marriage. This is a contract not to be entered lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with deep realization of its obligation and responsibilities. Do you, Shayla Rowland, take Sisai Amare to be your husband, your constant friend and partner?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and respect him, forsaking all others and only holding on to him forevermore?
I do.
And Sisai Amare, do you take Shayla Rowland to be your wife, to love and to hold as your friend and partner?
I do.
Do you promise, above all, to give your love freely and unconditionally, and to protect her for all the days of your life?
I do.
May I have the rings, please? Sisai, please place the ring on Shayla's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
The sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
I have chosen you
above everyone else,
above everyone else.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring,
as a reminder of my love for you.
reminder of my love for you.
With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
Shayla, place the ring on Sisai's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above everyone else,
above everyone else.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a reminder of my love for you.
as a reminder of my love for you.
With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Amare.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege at this time to introduce you to our wedding party, so we can turn our attention over to the double door opening over there. Put your hands together for our first bridesmaid and groomsmen. We have Christy Newell and Brendan Schneider. Next up, coming through the doors, we have Taylor Rowland with groomsman John Thompson. Put your hands together for our matron of honor, Becky Leshek and Isaac Noon. And to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time today, get out of your seats and welcome. Put your hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Seaside Amare. As they come in, we're going to invite them onto the dance floor out here. I'd like to invite any members of the wedding party that want to join them on the dance floor. Let's have a hand, ladies and gentlemen, for Seaside and Shayla.
And we'd like to thank you all for coming to Shayla and Seaside's wedding. We're glad to have you here. I know everybody's time is important and constantly travel, and we appreciate you all coming. The next thing I'd like to say is I'd like to help everyone who came in yesterday and helped us decorate. That was a monumental achievement we did, and I really appreciate everyone who came and helped, and we wouldn't have done it without you, I'll say that. So I'd also like to thank Terry there from the Cates and the beautiful work that she's done over there. I'd also like to thank Yuri for the officiating today. I thought he did a good job. Yeah. So, the last person I'd like to thank is my wife, Jamie. She did all the little details for the last 2 months, behind the scenes and on the phone and chasing and following, and it's been a huge effort and great job, baby. Great job. TV dinners for the last 2 months was just fine. Shayla, the first time I ever saw you, they came wheeling you out of the delivery room on those little hospital shopping carts, and all wrapped up in your pink blanket, your little hat. I stood there with Nemo, and we were the first ones to get to see you. And it was something else. I was a little terrified, but it was amazing. I was just thinking, what adventures am I going to have with this kid? What am I going to do with this little girl? But it was just fantastic. So, as we lived in Amare at that time, they say it takes a village to raise a family. And we had Jamie's family around, and we had a lot of friends around that took care of kids when they needed to. We really appreciate all of that. Kenny and Linda, ER visits when the little hard-headed kid's been told 3 times, don't put the quarter in your mouth, but she swallows it and puts it in the esophagus anyway.
One time.
Little guy. Shayla was very independent. She was a really loving little girl, and but she did things her way. One more story. We had some irrigation water set one evening. We were all headed to dinner. We're all dressed up nice. We're in the field. We're running to a field. Dad, can I walk on the concrete? Sure, you can find concrete out here. Sure, Shayla, you can walk on the concrete. It was the foam on top of the irrigation ditch. I hear the splash. She's up there shaking muddy water, dressed to run. Anyway, that's how she was young. We moved to Pueblo. Kids were still in grade school, but they were on up. Shayla went to high school. She played soccer when she was young. She played basketball. She played tennis very well. Loved watching you do that. That was one of the highlights of my raising of you. Is I loved going to those events and seeing you succeed and seeing you fail and learn how to get over it and all that sort of stuff. I really cherish that time. I see you today in your little beautiful wedding gown and your little beautiful face, and I just kind of wonder, where did 27 years go? Of being your number one guy, it's flown by. I'm super grateful for having you in my life, and I'm super glad that we had the years we had. I love you. But that brings me to Seaside. HOB. The first time we heard about Seaside, she was taking a job. She was going to be a house sitter for this guy who's going to be deployed. Okay, so she goes, she meets with him and she talks to him, and I say, well, what do you think? Yeah, he's a nice guy, he's a good guy. I said, well, what do you think though? She's like, oh no, there's no way. So he deploys and they talk quite a lot, I guess, on the internet, chatting and whatnot, back and forth, and the tone starts to change. We start noticing that he's a good guy, I really like talking to him. He's cool, And I'm thinking, okay, he's a little more serious. So he comes back home. She's still living up there watching his house, I guess. I don't know, he's home. We're like, this is another wrestling crew. So we knew something was going on. Anyway, I really wanted to meet him. They came down, we had dinner. And I found out by the end of that evening that he was a very pleasant guy, very smart. And I really liked him. So a couple weeks later, he invited me to his bathroom. And, we put tile on the shower. And, two dudes in a little bathroom like that with a tedious job can end one of two ways, and it came out just fine. We did just fine together, and I got to know him, and I got to like him, and it was all good. It was all good. I'm really confident that you'll be a man who takes care of my little girl, and you have her best wishes in mind, and her hopes and her dreams, and I am super glad that she picked you for the love of her life. So, welcome to our family, and let's have a toast.
Cheers.
Shayla and Seaside, to new love, to new joy, and years of happiness.
Cheers. Damn, that man can speak. Oh, shoot. Cheers, Calvin. Great job, Calvin.
We lost the lights.
You guys need a room, we can take 5 minutes. Okay. Alright. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Isaac Noon, best man. Cisse and I met probably about 6 years ago. Before we get to the long history and the wild shenanigans, I just want to say thank you for hosting this wonderful, wonderful event, and thank you for letting this beautiful bride spend the rest of her life with this amazing gentleman. Thank you so much. So like I said, Cisse and I met 6 years ago when I moved here to 10th group, and it's been a wild ride ever since, ups and downs, lefts and rights. From listening to How I Met Your Mother and Cisse giggling throughout the night just to make other people mad, to listening to Bianca while we're in Ukraine and watching him dance like a chicken. And so, but we've had nights of week-long benders just to celebrate coming home, and we've also had the recent we can barely survive one night in Nashville anymore because we might be getting a little too old. But through all that thick and thin, I've had the privilege to call him a friend. I've been blessed to call him a family member, and I'm beyond proud to see this moment in your life. Because we all know that you're living the American dream, and this step right here is just another step in that direction. So with that, I want to say congratulations to Cisse, to my friend, to my brother, to my daughter's favorite uncle, and Shayla. God bless you in this journey. I hope your lives just keep on climbing from here on out. In your name. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's me.
It's you. You got it. You got this.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
I've got a voice. Oh, thank you. We're live. Hello, I'm Becky Lashuk. I am Shayla's Lashuk if you're kind of Ukrainian. Lashuk if you're American, whatever. Potato, potato. So I've known Shayla for quite a few years, and before I dive into Shayla, I just want to let you know how I know Cisse. Because I met Cisse about 5 years ago, and this little son of a gun told me he speaks Click, and I'm like, I know nothing about Ethiopia. Cool. Like, I thought he was the coolest thing ever, because I've always wanted to meet someone who spoke Click, and turns out he never spoke Click. I found that out after he started dating Shayla, so that was a fun thing. But did you guys know that Cisse won the lottery to come to the United States? Like, let's just take that and just grasp that. That's the coolest thing ever. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because as his life was evolving here in the United States, and as he decided to pursue his career and his dreams, he also had a wife waiting for him down the road. And this beautiful thing right next to me was also being chiseled at the same time. I'm not emotional, so it's fine. Okay, so anyway, I just want you guys to know, Cisse is so committed that he has not only ran over a person once, but he's ran over a person twice. So this man, I have no doubt for 1 second, is going to be so committed to your future, because if you can do that, you can handle Shayla. One thing I will say, even though I think Cisse is an imposter, I didn't even know his name was Cisse until he started dating Shayla, because I called him Cisse my whole life. So that that was also a fun thing. So regardless of the shell that I knew, but what I didn't know about you, Seaside, is your loyalty to your friends, to your family, to this country, and to her. And that's something that you can chisel away all the outside of you, but I know I'm just so grateful that you get to take care of Shayla. So now let's go to Shayla. As all of that's progressing in Seaside's life, his future wife is being shaped and formed. I have to look away. So, shaped and formed. I will never forget the day that she came knocking on my front door. Well, actually, Jamie booby trapped Shayla to be my friend. So we had a little incognito because Jamie cleans my teeth, so thanks for that. So I'll never forget the first time, it was about a couple months after I met her, she came knocking on my door with lots of trials and tribulations, but you know what the one thing is this girl's got a loyal heart, and she loves so deeply and so fiercely. And I knew from that moment we were going to go through growing pains together, we were going to love each other big, and we were going to love each other hard, and we were going to go through all of the things, the ups and downs together. But you know what? The thing is God knew. He knew this whole time. But my sweetest thing that I'm so grateful that I got to be a part of in your life is that you came to know the Lord through all of this. And I know that this relationship was ordained in His timing, because you would not have been able to have Shayla had it been any sooner, and vice versa. Your guys' lives were parallelly being chiseled along the way, and I'm just so grateful that it came together in this timing. And I do remember when Isaac and I were, so I make him do last minute projects at my house 24 hours before my husband comes home, because I get really neurotic. And I remember Isaac asking Susan, so what do you think? Or Shayla, what do you think about this guy? So we were kind of already planting seeds. But what I love is you have God knew about this the whole time, and that you have no shame and no guilt, and you are set free. And one of the things I love is that you guys get to start this future together in a solid foundation. And you guys are going to grow together, and I can't wait to be a part of it. I'm so honored that I get to. But I'll tell you what, this beauty is just getting started. And the best is yet to come. And so hold on to your underwear, because she is not created to play small. She is not created to be small. This girl is going to change the world, and you get to do it together, because you're better together. So congratulations, you two. I'm so excited, and I'm so honored to be part of your day. So cheers to Shayla and Susan. Congratulations.
We're gonna cut the cake. All right.
So we're gonna have Shayla right here, and all of our ladies. So even if you're not married, or you are married, even if you have a rock on your hand, I still want you out on the dance floor. So I got a whole group of them right here. I want all of you ladies right here on the dance floor. So even if you've tied the knot, let's get out here and do this. Married, single, engaged. Ready or not, we're going to have you out on the dance floor. She said Kelsey. There we go. All right, we're going to count to 3. I need everyone's help as an audience. We're going to do this. She's going to turn around. We're going to throw the thing on 3. Is everybody ready? Yeah. I didn't hear anybody. There we go. We're going to count to 3. Shayla, are you ready? Just don't throw it into the ceiling fan. Here we go. We're going to count to 3. I need everybody's help. 1, 2, 3. And she'll hit the ceiling fan. Throw it again. Here we go. I didn't hear everybody counting. We're going to get a do-over. Photographer wasn't ready. Here we go. 1, three! I've seen better dodgeball than that one. Shayla, stay on the dance floor for me. Seaside, I need you up front, man. Nice catch. Shayla, you're throwing. Alright, just remember to keep it G-rated. There are children behind you. Otherwise, it's your show. Hey, first try. Alright, we need all of our guys out on the dance floor. Come on, guys, we need to step a little bit closer. Here we go, we're going to count to three, just like the ladies. Remember, it doesn't fly near as far, so you really got to put some effort into it. Here we go, 1, 2, 3! All right. We're going to get started with our dancing portion of the evening. Give them a little break. So if you have a song request, something like to hear, I'd like to stand up.
I'm stuck in Bessie Lynn.
Start the car. Because this whole car won't start. Then we gotta drive it home. Along the way, we pass a bus driving down the road. Then we pass those big truck drivers. Then we get home and we got some chores to do. So like everybody in Pueblo has a cow, so we gotta go milk the cow.
He was like, I like to milk a cow.
And then we gotta milk those giant cows that grow out in Pueblo West. That's gonna be an angry cow. We gotta milk those tiny baby cows. When you get done milking the cow, we gotta churn some butter. We get done churning butter, we got some more chores to do, so we gotta go wash and wax the car. So everybody wax on and wax off. There it is. The whole time you got your hips going. You can walk it out if you want. Wash and wax the car, then you gotta paint the fence, right? We get done painting the fence, so we gotta mow the grass. So we gotta reach down and start the mower. Unless you have a big yard and then you just turn the key. But then we paint, but then we gotta push the mower. We get done pushing the mower and mowing the grass, and finally the sprinkler comes on. we switch to the other sprinkler, the fingers that go up and over. When we get done with that, it's time for a break, so we're going to go out in our own lake in the rowboat, so we're going to paddle a boat. And it's obvious that some of you have never been in a boat. And we lose an oar, so we got to paddle with one arm. Now, if you don't paddle on both sides, you're just going to spin it around in a circle. Then we notice we have a hole in our boat, so we get our bucket out, we scoop the water out and throw it in somebody else's boat. Then the boat sinks, so we got to plug our nose and go down with the ship. We come up, we got to paddle to shore, so we're going to swim it out. We get